Nicknamed the Windy City, Chicago is the financial and cultural powerhouse of the Midwest. Nearly 3 million people live in this metropolis on the shores of Lake Michigan, making it the third largest city in the U.S., and about 9 million people call the greater Chicagoland metro area home. In the city's early days, surrounding farms made Chicago a central location for grain processing. At the turn of the 20th century, the city's infamous stockyards produced over 80% of America's meat. Today, Chicago has the country's third largest science and engineering workforce. Its financial sector is second only to Manhattan's. And though many commute to the city, big companies have set up shop in satellite cities like Naperville and Joliet. Chicago proper has around 200 neighborhoods with distinctive personalities and architecture. They include stately historic mansions and 2 flats on the city's south side, converted warehouse lofts on the west side, and prairie-style homes in Oak Park. Large estates line suburban neighborhoods like Evanston. The median home price in Chicago is $375,000, slightly higher than the Illinois median of $315,000. Retail is extensive, from high-end boutiques on the Magnificent Mile to shopping centers like the massive Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg. Deep dish pizza, the Chicago dog, and the Italian beef sandwich remain local classics. But 21 Michelin-starred restaurants are taking dining to a new level. Tens of thousands of art lovers come from near and far to attend the annual Expo Chicago, and the blues scene is as cool as it ever was. And the Chicago Marathon is considered by many to be the best in the nation. The metro region features over 200 golf courses and thousands of acres of nature preserves, but Lake Michigan steals the show. Beaches, paved paths, and marinas line the shores. The vast Grant Park is known as Chicago's front yard. Chicago Public Schools is the 4th largest district in the country and gets a B score from Niche. Selective enrollment and magnet schools provide specialized educational experiences for high achievers. The University of Chicago counts Nobel Prize winners and 1 U.S. president among its alumni. The School of the Art Institute of Chicago has one of the top fine arts programs in the nation. Interstates 55, 90, and 290 are the area's key roadways. The Chicago Transit Authority's public buses and L-Train go to every part of the city. The Metra system connects Chicago to satellite cities like Evanston. O'Hare International is one of the world's busiest airports. Midway is a bit less crowded. The iconic Willis Tower rises 110 stories high with a sky deck overlooking the city. Soldier Field and Wrigley Field are 2 of the most storied stadiums in America. Home to the Bears and the Cubs for over a century. The Art Institute of Chicago is one of the oldest museums in the nation, and the famous Bean sculpture is just outside its doors. Sketch comedy thrives at the Second City Club. The Steppenwolf Theater is the place for plays. Venues like the United Center host big musical acts. Kid favorites include Navy Pier and the Lincoln Park Zoo. Humid summers give way to long, snowy winters with short springs and falls. Tornadoes are common in the suburbs. The total crime rate in Chicago is 58% higher than the national average. Of America's 10 largest cities, Chicago is the only one that's located in America's heartland. It's got art and culture like New York, pro sports like LA, and more Michelin stars than Miami, but Chicago does it all a little slower and a little nicer.